Nice clear day out there behind you. A little muggy today, but not too bad.
The humidity's rising, and that's going to raise the heat index, and the temperatures are going to rise. We're about to get some heat in here the next few days. The Weather Service, as I'll show you, has already issued a heat advisory for us, and that's coming up. So right now, look at that storm down in the south. There's a big storms going on out in central Kansas this afternoon, but that's not affecting us, so we'll just show you that satellite shot. For us, winds have turned back into this east-southeast and about 8 miles an hour out at Rosecrans this hour. And temperatures are in the 90s at area-wide. Rosecrans not reporting this hour. They're working on the sensor out there. We're at 93, though, here at the News Press, and 90 at Missouri Western, along with Atchison and Trimble. So we're going to all be in the low 90s for another few hours. Then the temperature will start coming back down. We've had some pleasant mornings, actually into the 60s, and I think we'll probably get down to about that temperature overnight. Tonight, there's you go, about 68, 69. Towards morning, then we start really warming it back up, and so does the humidity, and there's 86 by 11 a.m. So we'll be into the 90s tomorrow. How about 94 to 96? We'll say on average 95 degrees across our region tomorrow. So that's quite a bit warmer than we saw today, and with higher humidity, the heat index will break 100. So the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory that starts at noon tomorrow on Tuesday and runs through 9 p.m. on Thursday. We do have a front coming Thursday that will change this and break the heat wave. So clear and dry tonight, Tuesday through Thursday heat advisory, cooler starting Friday, and I'll show it all to you and talk about the 7-day forecast and your next chance of rain when I come back.
All right, thank you, Bruce. Well,
You know, those fires out west can kind of create their own weather. They call them pyrocumulus clouds from the moisture from the vegetation, and the heat makes it rise like a big cumulus cloud, but it's really being caused by the fire below. Convective, heated from below, convection like your oven. That's what we talk about, convective thunderstorms, because the ground heats up and then it lifts the air and we get thunderstorms. Not today. Look at the blue skies. We are clear completely across the region. 90 out at Missouri Western this hour, 91 Avenue City. Right here at the downtown location, we've got a 94-degree reading here at the News Press, and we're going to see warmer temperatures coming up over the next several days. Here's what's going on in our neck of the woods. This big high-pressure area that's been over the west is going to shift a little further east. This is an upper-level feature really dominating the central plains, and then we'll see some of that heat migrating down into northwestern Missouri and across Kansas, and underneath that upper-level ridge of high pressure, that's where the temperatures will be soaring. And every once in a while a little storm might break out somewhere along the edge of this high, but for us we should be high and dry through Thursday with some pretty extreme heat building in to our region. Some of the hottest temperatures of the year expected coming up by Thursday here. So the National Weather Service has been proactive and has issued a heat advisory for every county in northwest Missouri, northeastern Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, and parts of southwestern Iowa. So everyone in our voice range and beyond is under this advisory, and that will continue till 9 p.m. Thursday when we have a cool front coming in. Maybe some rain to cool us down on Friday, a shift in the winds, and some big changes. But from Tuesday at noon, tomorrow at noon, through Thursday night or evening at 9, there is a heat advisory for a heat index value reaching up to 110 degrees. That's when you take the humidity or the dew point and you do a calculation with the actual temperature, and that will give us the feel-like factor of 110 most likely by Thursday in our area. Some big storms erupting this afternoon out by Salina, southward to Wichita, Ark City, then down towards Oklahoma City. Again, that's along this boundary. This is called a trough or an area of low pressure, and elongated. When you see that brown line, that's an elongated area of low pressure, and you can see how the storms are just erupting right along that boundary this afternoon, and I'm sure there's a lot of storm chasers out on that, because that'll probably produce some pretty bad weather. You can already see they've got severe thunderstorm warnings in Oklahoma along Interstate 35 up to Wichita. And good news is most all that's staying away from us. Some of that cirrus that's blowing off here, heading this way, that's probably going to give us a gorgeous sunset. These are ice crystals. You can see right there on the edge. That's real upper level. That's like at 50,000 feet up in the sky. The ice is blowing off the top of that. It looks like it's moving our way. I bet at around 8:30 tonight, looking west, we're going to see some of that off on the horizon and probably give us a really nice looking sunset. We'll see. All that's staying away from us, and that's good news. So always nice to have all this technology. I can show you all the cool stuff going on. There's that 72 in Wichita. That's rain-cooled 72 there for sure. 80 in Oklahoma City. You see how the model's actually showing that cooler area while the rain is falling? Very amazing technology we're able to bring you here at the News Press. And 93 right now in Chicago, 89 Indianapolis, 90 currently St. Louis and Springfield, and then 84 down in Memphis. They must be seeing a little bit of cloud cover down there. The high pressure's been keeping us dry. The surface is moving off a little bit, and our winds will return to the southeast, allow us to start that warming trend, but the winds may actually turn to the west, southwest Wednesday, Thursday. The warm before the storm, as I always like to say. So we're going to get into those south winds all the way up the Missouri River Valley. And the warm front, you see how that front becomes more of a broad area of warm air, and the higher pressure to our south allows the winds to come back around more strongly. Look at that red arrows coming up. So that heat coming up from the south eventually turns into northwest Missouri. And then here comes a front. This is Wednesday night, and you see the north winds behind it, south winds in front of it. And that's where the battle usually takes place, and we'll probably get a little rain here on Friday. So 30% Friday, 50% Saturday, 40% Sunday, 20 on Monday. So no rain expected here until that front comes in, but hot, heat advisory for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we have a heat advisory, then we get the chance of some showers and storms, dropping the temperature down a bit. So 68 and dry overnight. Should be a beautiful night, and I just showed you those high clouds out in central Kansas. May give us a good sunset, but still, overnight it's going to be a clear sky, warm and dry, southeast at 5. Now, 95 tomorrow is possible. It's going to be more humid tomorrow, and the temperature rising again from the low 90s to the mid 90s tomorrow. It's under mostly sunny skies, hot and humid conditions, southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. The 7-day forecast really calls for humid, hot, and hazy conditions by Thursday. In advance of that front, the temperatures go up 95, 96, 98. Some people are going to say 100, but we have a hard time breaking 100 here with all this vegetation around. So I'm going to go 98 officially at Rosecrans, and they're having problems with the sensor out at the airport. So hopefully that's going to be fixed, and we'll actually get a good reading for where we actually end up. But hot and hazy Thursday. Friday, thunderstorms only about 90 to 92, about 90 on Saturday. See, the trend is good, 88 and 85. So we really trend the temperatures back down by early next week. 65 and 85 is actually below normal with a north wind. So we go through this big heat wave through Thursday, and then, well, the weekend, it does get better. 90 and 88 degrees with some rain chances on the weekender. Charles, it's just Monday, but you know, you always got to look out.
Got to look ahead.
Weekend. You got to give people something to look forward to.
That's right. I look forward to that.
The next 3 days, I can't promise you look forward to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but it's going to be dry. If you need dry weather, be sure to check on the elderly, check on the pets, check on your neighbors the next few days. Make sure they have fans and air conditioning, because it's going to get dangerously hot here Wednesday and Thursday.
All right. Thanks very much, Bruce. The Department of
Advisory going into effect tomorrow at noon through 9 p.m. on Thursday for some very high temperatures. These will be increasing by about 5 degrees tomorrow. We're in the low 90s right now. 68 and dry overnight, though a pleasant night, and then 95 tomorrow, mostly sunny all day, hot and humid, and a light southeast breeze. Now, the forecast does call for humid, hot, and hazy conditions right through Thursday. A front comes through. We get a chance of rain into the weekend. And look at those temperatures below normal late in the weekend and early next week. We'll be needing that, Charles, after we go through the next 3 days.
I think that's exactly right. Everybody get your sunscreen out. It's that time. Thanks very much, Bruce. And thank you for watching News Press Now. You can always find updates at newspressnow.com. We'll see you back here tonight at 6. Have a great evening. And we did want to let you know, by the way, before we jump to weather, the Department of Corrections spokesperson says that Valentine was not working for the DOC at the time of his arrest. Now, to weather. This beautiful day. Talk to us about this hot weather.
Look at that. It's not hot yet,
Not
but
yet.
it's coming.
It's coming. Okay.
When I worked in Texas, we didn't even use the word hot unless it was over 100.
There you go.
So here,
That makes
I
sense.
use it at 90. When it gets to 90, it's officially hot here in the plains. And, well, it's not hot yet. It's only 87, so we wouldn't want to use that word inappropriately. Here's a few little clouds coming down, just a few little clouds coming down out of Iowa. It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Light winds, very light winds, and only at 5 miles an hour through most of our locations, even lighter in some outlying areas. Right now, 87 from St. Joe up to Avenue City, 86 out at Missouri Western, 85 down at Trimble near Smithville Reservoir, 87 in Kansas City this hour. We call for these temperatures to slowly come down after sunset, and we'll see probably 65 degrees overnight. Now, we were 64 officially this morning, topped out at 88 for our official high. There's 65. I'm going to stick with that for our overnight low, about 65 degrees under calm conditions. And then we'll see a warm up tomorrow where we get back into the upper 80s to near 90, and then it just keeps getting warmer after that. So we're going to call for 88 tomorrow for your high for your Wednesday, most locations, and 89 down in Kansas City. Heating up tomorrow, another degree or two, and then heat index rising as the south winds return to at least 100 by the weekend, and hot and dry wind blowing up here may get the temperatures up into the upper 90s by the end of the weekend. So we're going to look at that together, Charles, and talk more about the chance of rain towards the latter part of the weekend into early next week, but that's about the only thing that's going to keep us from getting close to 100 degrees.
All right, thanks.
Well, you know, out there, no rain in sight, and that's good news after seeing that flooding video. And you heard in that video where she said the best investment she had was buying that government flood insurance, and I highly recommend it. If you live in a floodplain where it's flooded once, it will flood again. And climate change is real, and these heavier rain events are happening all over the globe. So just remember that if you flooded once, you will flood again. So be sure to have flood insurance in a floodplain. It will protect your family some and give you some peace of mind in case it happens again. So, okay, what's going on for us? We had a big ridge high, a big anticyclone. That's a high pressure area aloft, suppressing clouds and the formation of rain across the west. We are seeing that continue to build over in our area, giving us that northwest flow into St. Joe aloft. And it's basically just keeping us a little bit dry and a little bit warm, but the south winds are going to return. And when they do, the combination will let the temperature rise back into the mid-90s. After we've had a real pleasant start to the week, we should have a fairly hot end of the week. Now, looking at radar, there's showers going on down in the southeast. That's where the action is. There's even, look at that, that's offshore, a marine warning for severe weather along the coast there from Jacksonville down to, it looks like just around Daytona. Then showers and thunderstorms heading towards Jacksonville right now, so they're getting prepared for something coming there. Some storms out in the Gulf, some more rain. Again in Alabama having flooding once again this afternoon. And I'll show you that stationary front that's causing that in a minute. Look at the storms going from Montreal back around through New York State, heading towards Vermont and New Hampshire, and big storms across the Empire State all the way out to Buffalo. So this is their storm season too. The storm track moves north to the U.S.-Canadian border usually around mid to late July, and that's what it's doing right now. For us, well, we're kind of caught in between everything, and we're high and dry, nothing on radar to speak of. High for high pressure, keeping everything suppressed, and there's that little stationary front that's holding all that moisture down in the southeast. There's the storms along a frontal system moving through the northeast, and some intermountain storms out there just from the heating, the uneven heating of mountains is what causes this instability and the showers out in the Rockies during the summertime. You get just one side of the peak heats up and the other doesn't. It causes little ups and downs, and it usually turns to showers and thunderstorms, and can be, you never want to be up on a mountaintop after about 12 in the afternoon in the summertime, because you can find yourself dealing with lightning quite a bit. So high pressure for us, nothing around, no lightning, just some beautiful conditions. 85 in St. Louis along with Memphis, 85 in Des Moines, 87 Wichita, and it's 87 here right now. High pressure, that's a beautiful thing. And it's going to keep us quiet, keep us calm, keep us clear tonight. A little bit of shower activity going on to our north up towards Illinois and Wisconsin, but along that warm front. But we're seeing that warmer air heading this way as our high pressure dissolves and moves out, and then southerly winds really take over as we head into Thursday and Friday and Saturday. And then you see a little bit of return moisture. You see it starting to come up through Arkansas and seeing those clouds, a little bit of shower activity in the lake country of Missouri down towards Table Rock, down to the south, and looks like Ozarks and maybe Truman both getting a few little scattered showers late Thursday into Friday, but we're just not quite into that here. That dissolves out pretty well by Thursday night, and the south winds really dominate our weather. So precipitation tracker keeps us dry. We bring in a little chance of showers late on Sunday into Monday, and then Monday we have a 40% chance. That's a pretty good chance. That might cool things down a few degrees, and then a slight chance into Tuesday, but no rain in the forecast, at least the next 4 days in our area. 65 overnight under a clear sky. The moon is out. It's not quite full, but it will be full later this week. Near calm winds, mild conditions. Almost a perfect night out there at 65. 88 tomorrow, could be near 90 in some areas. Mostly sunny, warm and dry, a light south breeze at 5. There's the return to the southerly wind. The wind picks up out of the south on Thursday, pushes the temp up to 90, and the winds really pick up out of the southwest on Friday, makes it hot. We get up to 95, down to 75. Saturday, humid, 96. How about 98? And it may not be 98, but the heat index could be over 100. So windy. That's a strong southwest wind at about 20 miles an hour. Could see a slight chance of thunderstorms late Sunday into Monday. Better chance on Monday. We'll see that dropping the temps back down a few degrees. And then about 95 and humid on Tuesday. Let's look at that weekend quick, because it's always a good time to talk about the weekend weather. 96 and sunny on Saturday and 98, and just plain old hot on Sunday with some late afternoon, evening storms possible. Charles, it's summertime out there.
It is, for real.
We'll be in August here soon enough.
That's right. We'll stay hydrated out there, right?
Yeah, you need to do that.
That's
and
right.
not with alcohol.
That's right. Thanks very much, Bruce. Thank you.
High and dry conditions out there tonight. It's going to be very pleasant. Under a high pressure area, our temperature should drop down to about 65 overnight. Under clear skies, it'll be calm and mild. You can't ask for better weather than that in the middle of July with the near calm winds and a bright moon out there. 88 in the afternoon tomorrow. It'll be mostly sunny all day. Warm and dry still with a south breeze only at about 5 miles an hour. Now the south wind picks up as we go into Thursday, and so will the temperature. We're going to call for a smooth 90 and sunny, and then just 95, hot and humid on Friday. Heat index reaching 100 or better. As we go into Saturday, 96, possibly as warm as 98 on Sunday. As that wind really picks up out of the southwest, that always elevates the temperature. And there'll be a 20% chance of showers or storms late Sunday into Monday. Monday, a 40% may hold down the temperatures. If it rains, it'll keep us probably in the mid-90s. It'll still be humid, but we may see a few storms around Monday into Tuesday. And again, that quick look again at the weekender forecast, because it's already Tuesday, Charles, and we got to look ahead to the weekend. It's going to be hot. Cool weather,
very hot.
Lake weather, but not too good of fishing weather. When it's 98,
too hot. Fish are hiding.
Yeah, we all are.
That's right. We all should
under
be.
A hat or under a tree or something. But
that's right.
That's not fishing weather.
All right, we'll be safe out there, and we'll prepare for that throughout this week. Thank you very much, Bruce, and thank you for watching News Press Now on Fox 26 KNPN. You can always find updates to our stories at newspressnow.com. We'll see you back here tonight at 9. Have a great night.